Hello Sagittarius Sun sign and Sagittarius Ascendant. This is your forecast for the month of August 2016. And this month you've got a lot of great energy in your ninth house, which just happens to be home to the sign of Sagittarius. So needless to say, you're going to feel quite comfortable with this month's energy. So you're going to start the month out with the Sun and Venus going through the ninth. You're also going to have a new moon on August the 2nd in the ninth house. So the ninth house represents travel, represents higher learning. So it's definitely a great month to get away from it all, to take a vacation or to travel. At the very least, it's definitely a great time to be an explorer, to be more adventurous. Usually when I see a strong ninth house energy like this, it implies you can feel kind of bored with your life. You could feel kind of bored with your routines, and it's definitely a time to shake things up a bit. Variety is the spice of life, as they say, and so make sure that you're just being more spontaneous and more playful with this energy. Again, a great time to travel, a great time for knowledge. Knowledge is power, but for you, I mean, it looks like it's a labor of love, or it's just something that lights you up in a sense. So whatever you're passionate about and want to study more in depth, this is a great time for you, because I see you're going to be a great student. You want to know it. So an excellent energy that you have this month. The big thing I want to get across with this energy is that it's about being optimistic. It's about having faith, especially faith in your future. And with this energy, I think it's going to be like a breath of fresh air for you. I just see you relaxing a bit more, and more hope entering your heart. And the reason I'm saying this is because you've had Saturn going through your sign, and to make it even more difficult, Saturn's been retrograde in your sign. So it can feel like the universe has been raining on your parade for a while, okay? But I'm going to come back to the Saturn stuff in just a moment. But again, the ninth house stuff is definitely giving you more hope. You can see your way out, or so you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you start coming up with some exciting ideas for your future. Now, on August 10th, Mercury makes a trine aspect to Pluto. Pluto's in your second, Mercury's in your 10th. This is good stuff when it comes to money and career. So this indicates that your mind is razor sharp when it comes to career and finances, and that you might come up with an idea that helps you to move forward in your career in some way, and or to become more powerful with your finances. So you can maybe find another way to supplement your income. It can indicate that, again, in some way, maybe you've got some financial issue, and your mind is very sharp, and you find a way to solve those problems. Now, August 13th, Saturn finally goes direct. Again, Saturn's in Sagittarius in your own sign. So when it goes direct, things start moving forward for you. So Saturn in your own sign, again, can indicate fear, hopelessness. Life feels hard. So when it goes direct, the wheels of progress start turning for you. Really, ultimately, wherever Saturn goes, it tells me where you're weak and where you need to be stronger. You might not believe in yourself as much as you should. This is developing inner power. I believe in myself because I've been through difficult times. I've faced adversity and I've overcome it. Really, Saturn's given you the opportunity to prove yourself to yourself. A classic issue with Sagittarians also is they tend to be drifters. They take life one day at a time, which sounds good, but ultimately, if you don't have a strategy in place, you're not really going to get anywhere. So Saturn in the first is pushing you to have some big goals, have some plan in place, and to be disciplined about it. Okay, now August 17th, Venus makes a trine aspect to Pluto again. Pluto is in your second house of money, and when Venus rolls into your 10th house of career, this is where the magic begins, potentially anyway, because it can indicate that you have more charisma, more power. So it can indicate that there's a raise and/or promotion potentially there for you. Definitely getting more recognition for the good quality of work that you offer day in and day out. Now on August 18th, there is a lunar eclipse in Aquarius in your 3rd house. This can indicate that you can become aware of certain belief systems within yourself that perhaps have been holding you back. And so what I would say with this is maybe tap into it consciously. Ask yourself, maybe journal about, do I have any belief systems that have been draining me and or sabotaging me? So once you figure that out, obviously you got to replace it. So maybe a belief that life is hard or money doesn't grow on trees or something like that. Life can be enjoyable. Life can be rewarding. It doesn't have to be hard. Money doesn't grow on trees, that's true, but money is energy, and you tap into self-worth, a powerful self-worth, and there can be financial opportunities coming to you left and right. So just change your perspectives on things, and there can be a powerful shift for you. Lastly, August 24th, Mars aligns with Saturn. This is when things get really interesting. So Mars going into your 1st house and then aligning with Saturn. What I would say with this is that, okay, first of all, Mars is the ruler of the 1st house, okay? And let's go back to Saturn. The positive aspects of Saturn are discipline, okay? And having an incredible work ethic. The negative is fear, paralyzing fear, or maybe a lack of faith. Mars is passion and courage, and so you unite Saturn with Mars, and it's almost like a point where you're tired of settling for less. You get fed up, and you just become fiercely determined to be your own best friend, and you take the steps necessary to move forward in your life. So that's a really empowering aspect, but it does require you to face your fears and to do what you need to do to be successful. So it can imply that you have to get out of your comfort zone and take a risk of some sort, but a calculated risk. So that does conclude your forecast for the month of August, and I'd like to say that this has been a general forecast for the sign of Sagittarius. If you'd like something more in depth, please check out my information down below and contact me via my website, and I can definitely do something that's much more personalized for you. And lastly, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. I do indeed hope you have a great month, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye-bye.